Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn three most powerful function of the pandas, that is group by, pivot and pivot table. What I do, I have just loaded the library here. So I have loaded matplotlib and seaborn also, because we will do some plotting also at the end. And here we have some one data set, that is the forest fire CSV, that I have also loaded on the GitHub, and this file also I have loaded, so you can download from here and can see what I have put here. So this is a very good data, and in which we will see all three functions, group by, pivot and pivot table, and it will help you a lot while doing the EDA and visualization, because these three are used very much. So we have I've loaded the data set in the DF file. This is our initial file, and we can see the head of this data. So you can see this data. There are two categorical column and rest all the float and integer column. So what we have to do in this data, let's take some tasks. Then that we have to visualize all the temperature of the given month and days at a single glance. We will use pivot table and group by. All three functions we will use in this data, and will come out with the result at the end. So you we have written this, then we can check the shape of the data. So I will check data.shape, and you can see there are initial 517 rows and 13 column. The shape is very important, because we will change the data, because we will use the group by and pivot table, so data will be changed. So it's very important to remember the shape. So we will first assign the new variable, that is group. Okay, so first we will not assign the group variable, we will just do the group by, and after that we will assign after that the new in the variable. So I have grouped by in the month, and now we have made the 12, actually total months are 12, so the groups are made 12. So now we can take the mean, we can take the sum, we have to aggregate, because the rest of the value we have to aggregate. And you can see the categorical column is not here. So many people think that in the group by categorical column don't come, but actually it's not true. I show you. I will just copy this in the above cell, and we will use the instead of the sum, we will use the count function. And you can see the count function, the day is there in on the third column, day is there. And if we do the sum of this, then you can see all the values are there. So we have total 517 values, all the values are, and day is also included. So because in the group we are using the aggregate function sum, mean or something. So actually Panda cannot do the sum of the categorical column. That's why it is excluded. So now we can see the head of our first five row from the head, that you can see the April, August and July, these are coming. So we again will check the shape, it will 12, because there are the 12 months in the, so it will always come 12. It doesn't matter the initial data shape, it will be 517 or 5 million, doesn't matter, because it will always come 12, because months are the 12. So it comes according to the unique value, whatever unique value of the column is there, it will always come the that unique value. So now I will group by month and day. So uh, what's the error, we have paused in the list. Okay, so new, I have made the new function group 1, and you can see the shape 64 and 11. Because you increase the conditions, the number of shape will be increased, but you see it should not be more than 84, because it's, 12 months and there are 7 days. So here we know, so we can see, you can check the n unique value. So if there are two column, we are grouping by the two column, then it will always be the number of unique value and multiplied by number of the unique value, it should be always less than. So 84, it should not exceed from the 84. It can be less than 84, but should never be exceed from the 84. So if you are grouping by three columns, then you have to take unique value of all three columns and multiply them, and it should not be more than the result. It should be, it can be less than, but it should not be more than the result. So now we again take our data frame, that df group one, that take variable, and we will actually work on the mean. So that is the group by. Now we will same thing we will do in the pivot. So we will see the pivot, after that we will see the pivot table. So pivot is actually used only for the transformation. Okay, what it means, I will just show you. This is our group 1 data frame, and we check the head. Okay, so now we have to transform, suppose from columns, are the month and day are the columns. At present these are the index, so we just reset the index. So after resetting the index, so month and day will become the column. So I want month as a index and day as a column. So day will go to the column. So I will just write df of group 1 dot pivot, and we have to pass three things in the. One is the index, other is the column, and third is the value. So I have taken index month, and I will take column as day, sorry, day, and we will take value as a temperature. So you can take more than one value, more than one column, whatever you like. So you can see now, it's very easy to see what was the temperature in April. You can see all the mean temperature of, at one glance you can see all the temperatures here. And here if you see, on the Friday there was the temperature 16.7, and on this day about 10.9, so it will be 16.7 April, Friday, and mean is 20. So you see, with the using the pivot, it is very easy to find out the what was the temperature. So I will assign this variable df underscore pivot, and you can also see the doc string, it says index column and value. Default is the none, and it is used to reshape the data frame. So that is very important, that it is used to the reshape the data frame. So now you check the shape, it is 12 by 7. So 12s are the month and 7 are days. So we know everything is good, because if it is exceeding, then we must be suspicious, because days cannot be more than 8, more than 7, and months also cannot be more than 12. And you can see this is the pivot table, and we can easily see all the value. So now you understood the pivot, and now we will go see the pivot table. So what we did achieved above with the group by and pivot, I will do that with the using the pivot table. So I will take the original data frame, I will assign two variables that I will not use. So I will write df dot pivot table, and you can check the doc string, there are many things inside. So we will see one by one. We will see at the end all the values. But at present, I am taking these values only, and will change. So values we will take as a temperature. Index we will take as a month, and column we will take day. Aggregate function is by default it is mean, so we will keep that mean also. And you know, 12 in 12 by 7 there will be some missing values will be also there, so you can assign that missing value here only. So you can assign anything, integer, float. I am assigning one string not known. And margin and drop NA, this I will show you later. It's very easy, I will show you, but at the end. So you can see the same result is came, which we achieved above. Uh, you see, this is same row, same column, and same shape. So everything came in the one line. So actually, pivot table is very strong and powerful. You can do multi-indexing. You can aggregate function. You can do a lot. You can use NP, and you can use per quantile method. Anything whatever you want, you can do that. So I have assigned this variable in the pivot table. So again I will copy this, and will convert. We can change also, if you want index as a day, and values columns as a month. So we can change also whatever view you like. So now the column will be your month and index will be the day. You can see this step as well. So now the shape is 7 by 12. So pivot table is actually very strong. You can see that we achieved in a one line, and you can do lot of thing, aggregate function, fill value, and lots of. So and best thing. So I will just write sns.heatmap and pass this our variable, and there is one error coming that float is not taking. Actually, we have assigned the fill value uh, as a string. So let's delete and keep it default value whatever deposit, and we see there. So now you can see the heat map. We can customize it little bit more. We can use plt dot figure to increase the size. We have already imported at the initial seaborn and matplotlib. So we can do the fixed size. Will take 12 by 6 will be okay, I think. So by 12 by 6. Now you can see the beautiful heat map is there. You can customize it little more. So I will just write a note equal to true. So it will show us the value. And the cmap you can take any, but I like this cool warm I will take. And just correct it. Okay, then you can see now, you can see the red 129. It's immediately you can visualize that in the month of July it was the hottest day on the Thursday. So I will customize more. I will write line width, line take line color and line width. So white, and will take 2 will be okay, I think. So you can see the separation came between the rows and column, and I will also assign the minimum and maximum value, so it will be more better visualize in more better way. So I will take 10 and 20, and now you see that immediately any person can tell which is the coldest day, which was the hottest day. So this is the powerful function of the power of the pivot table, that it comes in the matrix forms and we can immediately visualize it on the heat map. In group by you have to find out because you have made the table, but that is not of the much use. You have to find out the value and look up table again and again. Pivot table is very powerful function. You can do a lot more things. This is just a basic familiarization, and there are many things. Multi-indexing you can do. You can aggregate function. You can do many columns. You can take many if you want. So I will just show you again that we take all the value, but I have skipped in the initial. So I will take all the value and default value and copy it again, and then we will change some parameter. We'll see about what was the other value. So value I will take same temperature. You can take anything. This file already I loaded on GitHub, so you can change and just do the experiment because I don't want to extend this video very long. So aggregate function is the mean. I will default values mean. You can take some, or you can take any np dot quantile also. You can take margins equal to it was default value is false. I will write true. So if you write what is the error is coming, some syntax. So value temperature is okay, index is okay. Okay, so double parenthesis is there, so that's why error is coming. Okay, so with the margin, you see this all came. So margin name also you can change it total. It's sum of the all the value in the row wise and give you at the end. So you can do the total and can change the name anything you want. And observed I have not used. Whatever you, I will do the true and check if I don't see anything. So anything if you we know about rest all the function. So in case you don't know, you have to check the doc string. So I will check this is only applies of the grouper of the categorical, and true only observed for the categorical group. If false, shows all value for the category. So I think this is for the categorical. But we don't have at present already. One is consumed in the index and okay guys, so you can play around with this. You can read the doc string and change the value and can check. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. There is